Travel Weekly webcasts in partnership with the PC agency, the travel consultancy amplifying luxury brands and boosting sales through expert PR, trade representation and dynamic marketing.
So I'm very excited to be joined by Stuart McQuaker, who is the new Chief Executive of a brand new cruise company. But it's a cruise company with a difference, isn't it, Stuart? It's a very exciting new product that you're going to be bringing to the market. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing.
So we have the benefit of this fabulous, majestic sailing ship. She's the biggest sailing ship in the world, 35 sails. She can sail at a good speed and has beautiful open decks that people can sit on and watch the sails pulling their weight, taking the ship forward. There's something very different about a sailing ship to a large power-driven ship, and there's a moment when you come out of harbour, the sails are being unfurled, which could be quite noisy, especially in a good wind. So it's a noisy experience. There's a bit of rattling going on, and then the ship either turns or the sheets are pulled in, and the sails fill and they billow out, and suddenly there's a bit more peace, and then the ship sort of lifts a little out the water, because sails tend to pull the ship up out the water, whereas propellers drag the ship down into the water. So you get this really uplifting feeling, and then you can feel the strain on the halyards and the shrouds and the sheets, and maybe hear a little bit of twinking of very tight ropes, and then you couple this with the sort of shutting down of the engines as the wind starts to move this amazing vessel forward. And it's just it's a really special moment of being at one with the elements and just the peace and calm of those wonderful seas and oceans that we'll be taking the ship to.
Wow, it sounds absolutely incredible. And so give me an idea of where you might be having this experience. Like, where are you going to be taking this ship around the world?
Yeah, so if I could start actually with the way we design our itineraries is really quite different to a normal cruise company, in that our starting point is the old-fashioned Admiralty routing maps, which are available for all around the world for the different months, and they show in a traditional non-electronic way where the winds are going to be coming from, what the currents are going to be doing at different stages in different parts of the world. And so, because our philosophy is about using the wind and the currents to push the ship forward, we start with those charts and we look at where is nature taking us. Nature's designing the itinerary. Now, obviously, we want to make sure that we put in, fabulous destinations, fabulous beaches, because we'll be stopping for beach days as well because of the facilities we have. But there are so many amazing places around the world that nature will take us to them.
Yes, and you mentioned it's the largest sailing ship in the world, but you're not going to be packing it full of people, are you? It's going to be quite a luxury experience, I understand.
Yes, and in fact, we've even made some adjustments to the ship to recognise that to give the sort of experience that we want our guests to have, the service levels, we felt we needed to rebalance a little bit between the number of passengers and the number of crew available. And so, unusually, we have chosen to take some of the passenger cabins out of the inventory, and we'll be using those for some of the lucky crew who are going to get a very nice cabin. Thank you very much.
Very nice too, absolutely.
And so that
we can have a lucky dip on who gets the best cabin.
Exactly, yeah. And this means that the bar service and the dining room services and the housekeeping services can all just be just at a slightly higher level than perhaps was originally conceived.
Okay, now I know you're going to be selling this predominantly in the British market. And I know you want travel agents to get behind this. So just tell us a little bit about that and how you're going to get agents excited about selling a new product, particularly in the current climate, because we are talking to you. We're both of us are speaking from home because we are in lockdown. So how are you going to get agents excited about this?
Well, I have to say, I think the first thing is the ship speaks for itself. I've yet to meet somebody who has heard about what we're going to do and particularly seen some of our promotional video material. I've yet to meet somebody that hasn't just immediately fallen in love.
Yeah.
So I think the ship will capture the imagination. I think in terms of the whole pandemic situation, well, we all have to, across the industry, see where that's going to go. But I do think genuinely, as a smaller ship, very much focused on large spaces of open deck, I think where people might have concerns about going on a cruise, but really want to, they would look at what we're offering and think, well, you can't get much more fresh air and isolation than this. We're not taking the ship to the places with the massive cruise terminals and the hustle and bustle of thousands of people vying to get on and off hundreds of buses. We're going to remote places with a small number, about 270 passengers. So I think, and when they see these vast teak open decks, I think people will feel, no, this is different. So
in a post-coronavirus world, this could be very appealing. And I guess, Stuart, the other thing, there's a big move, isn't there, in the industry towards more sustainable travel. And of course, with you operating predominantly by wind power rather than engines, I mean, that could also be a very popular way of traveling. And so another thing that agents could perhaps focus on when they're targeting the right customers for this.
Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right. And we're at the very early stages of looking at our land excursions opportunities, but I think we will be seeing a sort of sustainability element and an eco element to this that will sit more comfortably with our ship and with the sort of people that are going to want to come and sail with us.
Okay, well, I think you definitely need to invite the trade press to come and experience this at some stage.
Well, I think you can be assured that we will, because we get, like everyone else, we will be wanting to operate the ship to maximum capacity with guests and friends before we bring our first paying guests on board.
Oh, well, I was kind of joking, but it does sound amazing. I've seen your videos. It looks fantastic, and it's wonderful to be hearing about a new product coming into the market and to hear such positivity and optimism about that. So thank you very much. We wish you the best of luck with it, and thanks for joining us today, Stuart.
Thank you very much indeed. I'm glad you're interested.
Travel Weekly webcasts in partnership with the PC agency, the travel consultancy amplifying luxury brands and boosting sales through expert PR, trade representation and dynamic marketing.